That's even worse.
Grab my shit, put it back over me, and tucked into it like a burrito roll myself.
Yeah, that's me for sure. Like you can't go get it.
Bitch, you want to take it this time, right?
You got to pull hard. Yeah.
Woo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is Wednesday. Time for another episode of More to Discuss. I am.
Wasn't you just here yesterday?
Me?
That's what it feel like.
I mean, every day is a day when it comes to us, man. I am NunFlyyer, your host for this young episode, joined by, and always by, my beautiful and lovely daughter and co-host, the Tojo.
Tojo.
Yeah,
Tojo.
I'm a little soggy because it's hot out here in these California streets. You know what I'm saying?
It's a little heated out there.
Man, it's good old California summertime now.
Okay. I think summertime anywhere these days is pretty dreadful.
Okay, so is it hot where you are?
Yeah.
Because I know it's the guys.
Humid though.
Yeah, because y'all got a lot of water, but I know it's a heat wave going, so I was wondering if it got as far as you.
Yeah, I was on fire today when I got off work.
Oh yeah, it got you then.
Yeah, definitely hot.
Way too hot. Hey, so we got a pretty live show today, man. We got a little bit of reviewing popping off. We got some conversation about the whole LGBTQ community.
Dominantly the T of that.
I brought it up because as a woman, I want to see what your opinion was on the whole situation. And yeah, man, we're gonna have us a pretty dope little show, man. We're gonna have a pretty dope little show. So
I'm ready.
For the question of the day, how do you feel about or do you think that trans women are trying to push regular women out of the water, out the way, out of the system, or trying to become, or trying to replace, or trying to I mean, I don't understand the point of it in general, so I guess that's why I'm asking you.
In the sense of trying to replace, no. I don't think that they're trying to replace, whereas they're trying to find their place. I definitely don't think they're trying to replace anyone. I think, yeah, it is like this big thing where, you know, trans women are now such like a big thing, and it's out there, and everybody's all of a sudden seem like they're transitioning and this, that, and the third. But I don't feel like they're trying to replace us, because I mean they can. No matter how much titties you get, no matter how much, you know what I'm saying, kulikata you get, you can't, you know what I'm saying, do what a real woman's body can do. And that's just the whole reality of it. Like, I feel like a natural born woman shouldn't be offended by the fact that a trans woman, i.e., like, looks up to her or sees things in her. It's like, damn, I want to look like that. Like, you should be like feeling yourself versus being so angry, or like, you know what I mean, feeling attacked. I feel like they should feel more like, oh, instead of feeling like, oh, she trying to, you know what I'm saying, took my life.
Well, I'm not sure if that was what the beef was, or where the beef started. I think the beef started with the one trans lady. I want to say her name is Jess Hilarious or somebody.
Are you talking about TSMadison?
No, not TSMadison. It's before TSMadison jumped on. Anyway, it's this trans activist, podcaster, YouTuber, I don't know what she is. She made a post that kind of went viral. And in the post, what she was talking about was, well, she actually said, cis women, for you guys to be acting like you own a period. You don't own a period. aren't the gatekeepers to the periods, and blah blah blah, this, that, and the third. So basically, she was uh, she was basically trying to take away from, in my opinion, those things that differentiate uh,
A woman from a trans woman.
cis women from a
Yeah.
trans woman. I guess
Yeah.
I'm using the term correct. I'm kind of in any event. Jess Hilarious came back and said what she said, which was, when is anybody gonna come and protect us?
Right.
Always gotta be that, you gotta knock a real woman down in order to,
Become what
accept
you
it.
are.
Then went on her tirade about this specific trans woman, right? It's the way that I read it. I didn't think that she was saying trans women are
In general.
dysfunctional or delusional or anything.
Right.
I think that what she was saying was this particular trans woman, at this particular point, right, that somehow a naturally born woman is somehow not defined by the fact that she can procreate or that she has, a working
We
biology.
literally are. Like that's what literally sets us apart.
So TSMadison came back and made a post that said something to the effect of it's a trip how real women, quote unquote, who get mistaken for trans women,
Yeah.
always seem the one that are suffering most from transphobia. And she was alluding to the fact that Jess Hilarious have been very open on the Breakfast Club and on her own post that there have been times where celebrities had got at her in her DMs thinking that she was a trans woman, was trying to get at her.
Oh wow.
Real shit, right? So it was TSMadison, really, in my opinion, trying to weaponize some shit that, Jess Hilarious had said to kind of, align herself with, understanding. Basically, she was making that point to say that a lot of niggas that you would not think so, they like trans women, right? On the DL. That was the point
Yeah.
that she was making by revealing that information. TSMadison seemed like she tried to weaponize that against her.
Mm.
So,
Still comes
so
down to the same thing that, and I watched a couple of different podcasts and reaction videos and stuff, and it seems to me that most of the natural born women who are in the media space that have a platform are kind of speaking up and kind of being pissed off, that their womanhood is being challenged in order for trans women to be validated.
Right.
The other side of the coin for me as a straight man is that I believe that all of this is social engineering and attack on straight men. I think that the entire conversation is designed to normalize trans women so that they are somehow attractive to straight men, which
Yeah.
ain't gonna happen.
so I had asked Chose about it because I was tripping off some shit that Flame Monroe said. When she was saying how it seems like trans women are literally trying to become or replace them, right? And she was going off on the trans community, in which she is one, on how stay in your place. We got a place.
Right.
Hey, ma.
Good
She's
evening.
like, we got a place, right? So we should be in it. Like, it shouldn't have been no conversation about, unless you were talking about the opposite, a woman transitioning into a man,
Right.
about the whole pop off about the period, right? Because that's something you ain't gonna be able to do. That is something
You
that
have
natural
that
women
issue, like
literally have on lock, right? That's something that y'all literally got.
yeah.
Right. So then she was trying. So with that being just an asinine comment, the girl Flame Monroe was saying like the conversation was started or the reason the animosity behind it is because they're low key mad that they can't do it. with their obsession for wanting to be women, that they're trying to like an invasion. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
Secret
Yeah.
invasion, Marvel. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, so she was kind of like championing the whole, trans men or transgender females. Stay in your place. You got a place.
I was
Stay in
about
your
to say, like, they definitely have a place, and I feel like, I don't know, some people probably are trying to, you know what I'm saying, do that, but I feel like for overall, I just personally don't feel like that. I mean, like, I totally agree that Jess Hilarious was being very specific in what she was saying, but it was definitely taken out of context as if she was saying it was more than one person. But at the same time, it's like, that's her opinion, just like how y'all feel like we're not the gatekeeper opinions, but yet we are who, you know what I'm saying, experiences it and go through it throughout our lifetime. So it's like, if we not, then what are we?
right. I mean, how could we not be? And this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and in fact, with me, like Mac was saying, in terms of the media push to make transgendered women normalized or
Right.
normally looked at as regular women, it's one of the things that's just like I think the
Never be
whole
happy.
whole
Never
whole
happy.
idea of it in general, right, is based on a whole bunch of shit that just ain't gonna happen. And with the advent of social media and people expressing their opinions in such a mass way, like everybody and their friends got opinions. They think just because you got a group of people who believe something that's gonna actually make it true, right?
Exactly.
Unless y'all a group of wizards or like, what I'm saying?
Whooshing it up. Yeah.
Right.
So
It
exactly.
ain't gonna work,
Yeah.
right? And they're pushing all of these major issues over something that just simply won't happen. And I got that I got that from actual transsexual or transgender comment. And can't argue with biology, man. That's like
I was about to say,
sitting up
not
there
even
trying to
not,
argue with a
not all
biology professor about how the hell you not a woman or how the
like
hell
not
you
all trans people get bottom surgery. You still have a
well,
penis.
right.
It's
Right.
a
But then they
boy.
wouldn't be transitioning though. They even the ones who have transitioned, you still
No,
can't have
because
periods
no,
and
because
fucking give
Madison is one
babies.
of those trans women that still has that still has a man's bottom part. So it's like
True.
you just got fat ass titties that don't make you. I mean, to the world, you may look like a woman or whatever the case may be, but you're not. You're a transgender woman. You're not a woman, just like a cisgender, however y'all want to say it. Like you're not a woman. Like it's the lines are so blurred and so gray and it's so scary because you want to tiptoe around everything, but it's like knowing in all facts of actuality, this person still has a penis.
Mm-hmm.
Who has penises? Men
Mm-hmm.
do. Because you got some
Mm-hmm.
titties. I'm sorry, I just don't play and make sure a woman that don't a
Well,
woman.
I don't feel having a manufactured coochie.
All this stuff you can do. You can have hormones, you can do whatever you take to make your voice a little soft and stop a little fish hair from growing. That's all your business. But that does not make you a woman. And to kind of like take credit away from a woman which brought you into this world with a penis, to give you your penis, you came out of a vagina. Like it's just I don't know. Like that's why I say like I really don't dig too deep in that because it's very like sensitive because I'm gonna be
So
blunt
who?
when it comes to me about it. Y'all is niggas still. If y'all got penises, y'all is niggas. Now for the people that have had their bottom surgery and they've gone through all that, it's like a little different because now you took those different steps. Now you got now you could be a little bit more considered, like a little. I could be a little nicer to you because like I get it. But for the ones that still got their wee wees, like, what's up, my nigga? Like, I don't know.
Even if you don't, I believe having a manufactured coochie don't make you a woman.
I
Don't
mean,
make
not
you a woman.
necessarily a woman, but
Okay.
I wouldn't be as harsh because it's like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? You at least went the whole way to at least try to get the name. Like, you ain't just slap some titties on in a wig and some nails and say, I'm a woman. No, you took all the steps to get a coochie. So, like, I get it.
I, I think that that's even more disrespectful because even in that fact, the motherfucker still has men's strength, right? And you can run around here and act like, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit don't count either. You know what I'm saying? You are still not a woman. You're just a dude with woman parts.
Like an
You know what I'm
artificial
saying? Like that's
woman. You,
crazy.
you, you an AI woman.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
TS,
Stop messing with
so TS
artificially,
Madison,
artificially inseminated. Huh?
Yeah, like, nah, I mean,
So TSMadison said something real interesting that I saw today. I don't know if it said yesterday or the day before, whatever, but in her rant, one of the points that she made, one of the points that she tried to get across was, okay, well, biological women are offended at being called cis women. Okay, so we won't call you cis women, but then we won't use the term trans women either. How's that? So we'll just all be women. And I said to myself, therein lies the undercurrent shit.
Yeah.
Here.
Because no, because if we're gonna take away the trend,
Let's
you
look
would
at let's look at it from this way. So gay men date who?
men.
Gay men, right? Gay lesbians date lesbians.
They date women.
Bisexual, you know, you have a choice, you fluid or whatever.
Go both ways.
Who do trans women date?
They want heterosexual men.
They don't date homosexual men.
Yeah.
They want heterosexual men.
They fuck with heterosexual men, right?
That's deep.
Men who believe they're heterosexual.
Right.
Until you discover that you like them. They just think of it as a kink. Oh yeah, you know, I'm a real woman. I just got some extra.
But I
shit.
feel like that's like a big phenomenon too, that they're looked at as a king and not as actual people. They're looked at as like a kink object, like a secret. You know what I'm saying? Like a guilty secret little pleasure.
So
you're not a woman. Exactly.
So my thing, when I
exactly
look at it all, when I look at everything that's kind of going on and what the conversation is, I think that the conversation is kind of like that there's an ulterior motive behind it, you know, the accept me as a woman shit.
Yes.
Right? Because you have a very perfect category for yourself that is identifiable, you know what I'm saying, and it's yours. You're a trans woman or a trans man. But we'll just stick with the trans women. You're a trans woman. You got your own shit, your own set of rights, your own movement, your own everything, right? But in terms of who you want to date, you still want to be able to trick men. You don't want to be able to, you don't want for men to be able to ask you,
are you a trans or are you,
You blowing my mind right now. You blowing my mind.
Everything is supposed to not matter.
Right.
You feel what oh, if you're attracted to me on the outside, you're attracted
to me. It shouldn't matter what's going on.
It shouldn't matter what's going, but it does. You know why it does? Because I don't like dick. I'm a straight man, and you cannot force that on me. You can't trick me into. See, what we're doing is we're kind of working back into. It's like a big cycle. Remember, well, you guys might not remember, but during the 70s and the early 80s, the whole thing about being trans, you know, transvestite, as we used to call them back then, was they used to trick straight men, and then when the straight man would find out you're in a room with a fucking dude, then you go to fuck off, beat this motherfucker half to death and some more shit, and then it's all the violence, the straight community committing violence against the trans community. It's because you guys are trying to force straight men into situations that they don't want to be in.
They're not, nigga. They think
you're gonna encounter more and more of that kind of shit. Because look, I'm 58, man, and you know I'm trying to be understanding. And I catch a baddie up in the club, she on me, some more shit, feminine as fuck, and we get in the room and you pull out a dick, it's going the fuck down.
As it should though. That's not what you're expecting. And then it goes even a moment further because they know that. So now there's methods and tricks and tricks to where they got people thinking that they putting it in the cootie cutter when it's really the duty hole.
But here's my thing. Why don't they just date gay men?
Because they don't want gay men.
They don't want gay men. They want men. They want men who think they're straight, who likes that kink. But here's the thing.
They do know that straight men who fuck with you are gay. You do understand.
What I'm saying is, they don't even have to put a label on it because again, they in their own you got your own category, especially if you identify.
But there's trans men out here as well, though.
But that's the category.
If a nigga is into chicks with dicks, right? If that's his kink, Why would he be trying to get at a chick who he thinks is a natural female?
A natural woman, right?
He would want to be attracted to the chick that he know got a dick.
Right.
Yeah, he would go to where they at.
So,
he would go be where y'all are.
Why in the fuck can't you just tell me that that's what you are? Attract who attracts to you. Don't be trying to trick me.
I feel like when it comes to that situation, they should.
The circle's too small.
As far as giving y'all the opportunity to choose. Not to say not every nigga not gonna be okay with that, but tricking somebody out the way to go about it. You like me? You like my voice? It turn you on? Well, let me let you know. My real name is John.
Right.
But look,
right,
but my whole
you
thing.
gotta let them know. Like you gotta tell them.
That's like
but the whole thing.
Like,
you in a relationship.
Well, who you are right now is not that person. So I still want to get to know you. Okay.
Hey, cool. That's like when a person asks you
forward.
If when they try to get at you and they ask you, do you have a girlfriend or are you in a relationship? You are expected to tell them, right? You are expected to be truthful because when they find out that you are in a relationship, it's gonna be some bullshit, right?
Yes.
Same shit.
It is.
Same.
But my whole thing is, what y'all. But when I got on before I got on,
and some tap me, I'ma fight you.
So the thing that I picked up on before I got on, you know, I came on because I said, man, the women have it even harder because now they got another monster to fight against. You know what I'm saying? Like black, white women. It's the one thing where it's like this person that's trying to buy their way into womanhood or whatever you want to call it. Is try to take the natural, how the universe is on it to be, to actually function. Now, you know, being a child of the 70s going into the 80s, yes, I remember all these things, but it was a certain thing where they segregated their own self for the potential purpose of getting along with each other, right? So now they want to, I want to say unmask it to the masses, but you can't pick on the women that you're trying to buy and be like. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole one thing that is kind of off-putting a little bit.
What's fucked up too, right quick? What's fucked up is the natural women hella supportive the trans women movement.
Mad supportive.
They was like,
love them.
I
love them down.
They are, but they're trying to embrace the sisterhood. They're trying to bring them in. So I don't.
But they got all kind of new names and stuff for them now. Derogatory to me.
Because if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be. Niggas still be trying to beat them up and all that shit. Because you know that's how niggas be. But because y'all accept them, as in like with anything, man, we pretty much
all right. They can
over
still
there.
be in the room.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all straight.
That weird shit.
Keep that shit over there, right? You know what I'm saying? Y'all can live and do y'all shit now, right? Because of y'all. So why are they on y'all?
Because it sounds like it's envy, jealousy, and envy. The root of all evil.
It's one of those things where it's like, okay, yeah, we can get this, yeah, we can get that, but we still don't measure up. But what is there to measure up to? Like you in your own lane, stop trying to blend the lanes because you can't blend the lane.
Right, stay in yours and enjoy your life.
Well,
you can't make a heterosexual man like you or even want you if they don't like you or want you. You can be.
I mean, you can sell anybody a dream. That's where the problem comes in at.
Right.
So So this is my question, right, to the panel. Where did the trauma bond come in? What year did it come in where they said, well, we can market it to me, it's like we're going to force the regular women to buy the long eyelashes looking like RuPaul and everything. You get in the club, you don't know the difference now. Now they both kind of match.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The whole thing with the hair, with the lashes. You know, it got like a 5 o'clock shadow.
But
you know
now, though, they're getting so much better to where they don't even have that now. And it's very sickening, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Because the regular women
like seeing the people dress down and then see what comes out on that fucking stage. I am gagged. Sir, you was a boy. Why do you look like a girl? Like, and they, ooh.
So if you were that good with makeup, you'd probably be doing it right now because that's all that is makeup, man. Working them shadows. You know what I'm saying?
But the whole thing is, right?
Shadows,
so I'm going to go deeper than this, right? So why is the United States is the only one that's taking it on that major than all the other places around the world where this probably exists too?
It's definitely like you said, it's an agenda towards the black man, clearly, 110%, or just men in general. But at the same time, like it's places like Thailand and shit where they do that too. But they're in their own lane. They don't
Right.
try to blend
Like they have their own little section.
you know
Like
what I'm saying?
they have
They
a
don't
whole
try
little
to
section
be
where they
like the
be.
women. Yeah, they got titty stuff, but they in their own little parts of the city doing what they do.
The
They in their
motherfuckers who in the
underground
military
parties,
gotta
like
literally go,
they
like
doing
they
they
gotta go seek out those that
exactly. You gotta know
they
a
got
nigga
their
to know a
area.
nigga to know a nigga before you run into one of them. You're not just gonna be running into them like that
Right.
because it's the understanding of the natural order and then what y'all got going on over here. What y'all
But
do, what y'all do, but do
but
that.
look, and I'm saying right now, right when I start like just that before I got on there, I'm not the one to do research, but it seems like to me, I might be wrong. It seems like the African American transgender community is trying to speak up a lot of be the forefront, saying it was ahead of violence when they found out. Um, you know, this is the part where they feel like they should have the black man.
So,
You know, and that is one of the parts. Like 3 minutes, I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn, but I'm like, what? Damn, who's leading the forefront on that? And actually infighting panel. I'm just
so,
saying.
so I believe. Okay, so the internet, first of all, and being in America where everybody has to appease everybody for whatever reason, right? Like if you cry and complain about it enough, or you get enough people to cry and complain about it, America's go adjust.
Gonna do, try to say somebody or something.
And I think that's one of the reasons that make America great is motherfuckers will come here and do them to a certain extent, right? You
But
can't just go anywhere and do the type of shit you do in America. You'll fuck around and find yourself hanged somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
That's the beauty of America. And by all means, since you are in America, do what you do. But know your lane, man. Know where you're supposed to be with that. Because
But and that's
you can't alienate and you can't force anything when it comes to hell. First of all, and again, right quick, being black people, we have to forefront anything we get into, brother, regardless what it is. It can be meteorology, nigga. It can be nigga, science. Ask Neil deGrasse Tyson. We at the forefront of everything, so naturally we gonna be the loudest in whatever we do.
Yeah.
see, and look, and go to the point. Distinct knowledge, real life events that happen. So in New Orleans, growing up in the 80s and the early 90s, you know, we had like our performance like Big Frida, you know, everybody from the French Quarter.
Great game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
yeah.
they ain't speak about none of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like none of this stuff was a thing in New Orleans with the community.
I feel like because
That when you go to
everybody
all the dances, you
all
know what I'm saying, the
together,
pee
but it
popping.
wasn't like I feel like Big Frida in that same instance is in her own lane because in a sense of like you could tell Big Frida not trying to Big Frida not trying to be a girl. He just like to shake his ass and wear wigs and turn the party up.
They
That's
do.
just who he is. But he's not out here saying, "Oh, I'm a woman, bitch. You ain't no better woman than me because you got a period." Oh, no. He's not doing none of that stuff because he understands, and people understand, and it has been shown. Like you said, the respect is given. All of that. He don't never be nothing with nobody. It's never nothing extra because that lane is there. It's clear.
And not only that, I heard he done beat up a whole lot of people too. That's why
That's it for me to
As
know.
well,
But I'm saying,
the way
he done earned that
the level of respect that he has, but also
But he
he's
did
not
that
out
though.
here
But he did that.
doing being crazy like everybody else is. And I just feel like if everybody understood how to really coexist and be in their own lane and not have to be involved in what everyone else has going on, yeah.
yeah, but I seen that, like I said, I seen that in New Orleans growing up in the French Quarters. Everybody, you know, just do what they want to do. But, you know, it was never no talk about it till like in the 2000s I got to California. When I was in California, you know, that this whole big old thing about you know, men trying to be women, and they had all kind of the terms you probably can't use no more when we was growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we had all.
You know, I don't want. You know, we don't want to get canceled, bull dagger, and all the, you know, all these other,
and then
all that other kind of stuff.
How you gonna not want to
You
be canceled, but you proceed to say the term?
You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing is, right? Why is it now that you want to pick up the women that's already been downtrodden and stuff with this new agenda? You know what I'm saying? That just makes them go trauma bond to a whole lot of other stuff that don't even have to be putting up with, especially you talking about, if another thing is trying to take the black man from the regular black woman, now we got problems.
Well, because I think that it's a trip, right? Because we kind of been going through this lately, where you have these unexpected results that far outweigh what it was that you was trying to do. So again, I don't think that the trans woman community is directly targeting women, right? Like to make this some trans women against natural women type of scenario. I think what the play was and has been is normalization of trans women and the integration of them into the female population.
Right. So, like as if they just here.
Just regular women, just women, more women in the population. And the only reason because you separate yourself from everything else, civil rights, gay rights, not being victimized, randomly for crimes, equal treatment, like everything that you do kind of identifies yourself as this group of people, kind of like how we are black people. You're in an underserviced group of people, except when it comes down to who you want to date. And then you just want to be considered, in the population of womenhood, right?
Right.
Yeah, like I said, that's only the trick straight men, right? Don't have shit to do with gay men. It don't have nothing to do with men who have that particular kink. Because if you was looking for a man that was looking for you, you would identify yourself as that.
And you wouldn't have no issues.
The greater population. But again, just like with Carly Russell, it's just one thing just pushed a little too far and shit snowballed. So while they were trying to normalize themselves and kind of camouflage themselves under the whole umbrella of womanhood, the way that they were doing it was by saying, hey, well, there's no difference between me and her. And then when somebody says, yes, there is, shit, she can have a baby. Then
right.
On these arguments like, well, what about the women who are infertile? What about women who had a vasectomy?
You can't say nothing. That's a medical issue.
Right.
That's a medical issue, and a hysterectomy is a choice.
Again, with all these different things to place a real woman in the same category as them, right? Well, she can't have a baby either. So why is she a real woman and I'm not?
Because
her ass has got
a uterus.
Right. Because biologically she's supposed to be able to.
Right.
Because her parts ain't working regularly don't mean nothing. If God blessed her with that blessing, she will be perfectly fine to do that because she's already equipped with everything she needs. Meanwhile, you got to get all this shit put in and hope that it works.
Exactly. And that's the response that they got. They was not expecting that response from, especially from sisters. Because sisters be like, roll with everything, especially, you try to whip the black man in the fucking shape. Hell yeah. Girl, get his ass type of bullshit, right? But in this scenario, it was a backhanded fucking slap in the fucking face to women.
To women,
you know what I'm saying? You guys were absolutely right to be offended. And I'm even more offended because, like I said, I recognize what the whole underlying shit was. They wasn't trying to offend you. They was trying to trick me.
Right.
Yeah. But the whole thing is, right, that's like saying that you're not a woman if you got to get a hysterectomy or something. So you're not a woman no more? You know what I'm saying?
That's all about biology.
But I'm saying you might as well go that far because it's absolutely
it's not even worth that argument.
But
not even worth the energy because.
But this is the one point. My thing is I don't want to make light of it, but like what prison you gonna go to? Are you gonna go to a male prison or a female prison when it comes down to court?
That was right not too long ago where they sent a transgender female to a woman's prison because she was a woman, but had got
paid for it too.
Went pregnant.
Got motherfuckers pregnant and everything.
Was getting girls pregnant.
Got motherfuckers pregnant and everything.
Pumping these girls with your wee wee, but you a woman though.
Wow.
Why you hitting these girls with your dingling and getting them pregnant? You in a woman's jail. I thought you was a woman. We can't get each other pregnant. We can scissor all day, baby. But we ain't nobody getting pregnant. Ain't nobody getting pregnant. We butt coochies all day
Biology.
and ain't
That's a
nobody.
lawsuit.
So
That's a
you
lawsuit.
are a man,
Biology.
baby. You should have been with the niggers.
You got the whole public bathroom debacle. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
come on,
You
please.
want to go in the women's
Wow.
bathroom.
So-
shit,
Boy
you
was
got
tapping
young
them
girls
feet.
and shit going up. Come on, man.
Clapping them
look,
things
right.
up.
So in the vein of deception, like my man K-Mac mentioned earlier, Carly Russell went on ahead and fessed up. She came, I went through her lawyer anyway, and went on ahead and admitted, excuse me,
Carly
and she was
Russell.
lying the whole time. She was lying the whole time.
About what?
Oh, by getting
Getting
kidnapped.
babies and getting
Oh,
kidnapped.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that was a cold one right there.
Hey,
Just to
but,
go on a
Real, y'all.
on a
That
hot
girl
date.
was schizophrenic, and she thought she seen what she thought she seen, but she ain't see what she thought she seen.
Yeah, she seen freedom from that dude. That's what happened.
nah, she seen the pathway to that weenie. That's what happened. She seen the pathway to some weenie at the Rare Roof Inn. That's what happened. But,
You know what I'm saying? But bless her heart though, because it takes away the seriousness of all the young kids that are disappearing. You know, in that kind of scenario, and all the women that are that are
makes it worse.
disappearing.
it kind
You know
of
what I'm
makes it
saying?
worse.
We
It kind
ain't
of makes
blessed
it worse
her.
because
That's
now,
some foul ass shit.
right? Because now
And
it's like
because it has that effect.
the
Because
boy
it
who
has
cries
that
wolf.
effect of people not taking, when black girls come up missing serious. You know what I'm saying? And somebody said it too. They said, "Yeah, we've been complaining and crying for years since George Floyd about black girls being missing. Nobody saying shit. One time these motherfuckers, the mainstream media, jump on top of this shit.
It's a lie.
It's on camera. Big Brother was
It's
watching the
almost
camera.
like it's almost like they set the shit up.
Hey, possibly.
Yeah.
What the hell was
This
so
to change the new law.
Possibly. Hey, we gonna see by the charges they press on that broad though. That's what we gonna see.
Clown
We gonna see just how
stoppers.
much of a setup it is.
They can't. They're never gonna prosecute a woman, Frank.
In that,
NunFlyyer.
in that same vein,
No,
right?
they had a white girl that did
Yeah,
that
Sherry
out here.
Papini.
out here.
Yeah, Sherry Papini about
Yeah.
Thousand Oaks or some shit. Yeah, she went to straight jail. Hey, but look though, right? They was talking about at the very least finding her for the labor that he used for the shirts. Like if they don't send her out to jail, they was gonna find her for the labor costs
They
for the
need to
shirts.
find her for the labor that they
That's a
use.
jail sentence.
But look, yeah, that's what they were saying. They were saying nigga, that thing can get up to $500,000
Right.
just for 2 days with all the shit they gotta do. Yeah,
That's what I'm
like
saying.
yeah.
She
Like,
probably
this
gonna
ain't
rather
nothing to
be in
playing
jail.
with. Right. This type of shit ain't nothing to be playing with outside of the
Can I just do a year, Your Honor?
Right.
right.
Oh,
can I
no.
walk- right. Change that in for 2 years of some probation around this bitch. But that whole situation is dire to what, like Mac was saying, we, not just women, but black people have been the attention to the missing black women.
Yeah.
Now that we got it and it's laughed at, I feel like that kind of low key set us back. Like we gonna have to get our own newscasts and shit to put our shit out there now.
Yeah.
Like, we
Yeah.
had
Justice
to hear shit
Smollett started it.
I have to start using that brown alert.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
was an entertainer. It's different, bro. And he was a dude. So that's different. With women, black women being snatched up at an alarming rate, just
Yeah.
for this to pop off like this, man, that shit is serious.
Now,
And I don't
which
think
state
we
did it
understand
happen
how
in?
serious that is.
Which state did it happen in? Because I'm not too familiar, but I just
Arkansas?
seen it.
Or
Arkansas.
Georgia?
So-
It was down south.
So that even takes me back to they didn't believe when take me back to the Atlanta child murders, right? When all these kids was disappearing, in the 80s, whoever they found guilty for it, but it was still the part where it was and did she say it was a Caucasian man that took her? That's the other part. You know what I'm saying? And that goes all into the race thing about women being taken for sex trafficking is not gonna be taken serious. Disappearing boyfriends is the first one to get investigated. You know what I'm saying? When that girl come up missing because they want to go on a girls trip, a hot girl summer. It just a whole barrage of stuff you could just make in my group. And it seems like nobody actually want to talk about prosecuting her for real.
No, and it's kind of scary how it's like all this big rave, she's on news, all this like that, and then 2 days later she's found, blah blah, and then it's a hoax, and then it just goes away.
Wow.
It's just that just no way. I think that this has to definitely have to have some type of repercussion because we fought too hard, man. This
My
ain't the
thing
type of shit to
is,
be playing with.
what is y'all distracting us from? Where y'all had to make us think a beautiful black girl was gone, so everybody's in the frantic. I'm telling y'all.
But the thing is, right? What you just said right there, Child Protective Service. Hey, if your kid ran in the street because the mama let it out so she could duck around the corner, that came into play too. You know what I'm saying? Like, kid gonna walk on the freeway. So imagine that, the alert that she seen the baby on the freeway, but the
let's
camera was
not
over there.
forget that once she said something about that baby on that freeway, no one ever brought the baby up again.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, not to say no disrespect to Miss Carly, but you grown, babe. What about the 2-year-old that still got a whole life to live that was on the freeway?
But
No
it
one's
wasn't
gonna
no
look at that
2-year-old on
baby.
the freeway.
Y'all
was
look
That's
at
the
no
a
thing.
baby on
grown-ass
the
woman
freeway.
that could at least fight her way out of some shit, not a 2-year-old baby.
But it was no baby after that
There
anyway.
was
That's
no
what.
baby to begin with, but what I'm saying was that was never
invisible
a
baby and
main
shit.
factor when it came to
Yeah.
even talking about the story. The baby
There we
was
go.
never brought up after her part of the story.
Yep.
Because they
No
knew
one
shit
said,
was
"Oh,
bullshit
we
from the
going to
gate.
search out for Carly and the baby.
Like
This
like
is
like
We're gonna look out for a 2-year-old baby."
like
Nothing.
Max said at the top of the segment, right? They probably set themselves. They probably hemmed her up with a cool $200,000-$300,000,
just to
upgraded
make
her
fun of
Benz,
us.
upgraded her Benz, and put that bitch put her on the motherfucking collision.
Oh, her student loans. Her
You know
student
what I'm
loans, because she
saying?
looked like she was taking pictures. It's a medical uh Briars University outfit or something. You know what I'm saying?
Probably,
So they got rid of her student loans.
probably
Want to
gave her
buy
a
a house?
free Twitter gold check and
Wow.
boosted all her
Be like, you want
social
to be
media
famous for
shits.
24 hours? I got a proposition for you.
You
Now
know what I'm
look,
saying?
it ain't the most pleasing thing, but I promise you, you gonna go viral everywhere.
So so they offer her to change public policy. That's what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Since nobody else got enough dough to change public policy, that was it, right? The election year, 2024,
That's
huh?
the supposed baby that was on the road.
Stop it.
I can't say this
The
though,
fantasy baby, man, that's messed up.
or I will say this though. I'm happy that she wasn't snatched up, and that's
Yeah.
not another black soul being tormented, tortured, and killed by bullshit. So I'm happy about that. Definitely not happy about the fact that our people us.
Man, in our face. And I feel like
Sensational.
not to roll into, our beautiful next topic about playing in our face. Let's talk about that clone Tyrone, guys.
Oh yeah.
Who?
Your boy Tyrone and them. All right, so Netflix has a movie called They Cloned Tyrone, starring Jamie Foxx. It's my man name, and I had his name earlier too. Dude that played on Star Wars, I forgot his name. But he did good though. I think he did good in this role.
Yeah,
And
they also had my girl in there too.
yeah, young wow, what's her name? Something Reese.
Girl from
I know Lil Murder.
Miss Marvel. Yeah.
Look. Like I know Lil Murder. That's the only person
I live in the woods. I don't have Netflix. Sorry, guys.
Hey man, you should
gotta
get
get
on this.
Netflix. You need to see that.
But yeah,
Don't Come to the Woods. Or you just ain't paid that $15.
since they paid
I
that
don't,
15,
I don't have internet like that.
Yeah,
in the
Wi-Fi.
woods. We already know.
They're talking about you don't get Netflix.
woods and Wi-Fi, right?
No, I'm saying it's special that I come in every other 3 months. Y'all know how it is.
So
I love y'all too. Go ahead.
So okay. So the way I see the movie is, it was like Invasion of the Body Snatchers meets Conspiracy Brother meets Groundhog Day. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot
So
of
the soundtrack
repetitive-
and all that stuff is tight. Cars,
Yeah,
everything, visuals.
No, it was all basically set like in a neighborhood. Like it wasn't too expansive as far as the places in the movie. Like it was dope, but it was real repetitive. Right? It was a lot of the same shit happening for a point, but still. I like the fact you brought up they was putting that shit in our face. Like they was in the hoods with this shit. Like They was putting
right under the
controlling us through chicken, controlling us through
Hit
chicken,
the nigga with the
controlling us
hair
through music.
relaxer.
What black people
Stop
love. Black people love
Yeah,
eating fried chicken.
all the
And that grape drink.
yeah, the OG baby grape
Oh,
drink.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, you
grape
can't
Kool-Aid,
knock
huh?
the grape drink. You cannot knock the grape drink. I
Like,
would
come
want to know.
on.
I, what I would have liked to, what I would have liked for them to explain is who in the fuck was behind this shit.
They literally said it.
Robitussin.
No,
Like
no,
they
Robitussin.
literally said like basically the 1% and did it like he was like going down to if you paid attention when he pulled up on him and basically
black
told him
dude.
to their fucking face
Older
like
Older.
it's not me that's doing it, but it's a higher person above that see all this shit that's watching all of us. And
Right.
you got a specific role, I got a specific role. We all got a role to play in order to keep things going the way we need them to go.
So you
We
know how
gotta
they
control
have.
y'all and da 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 da. And I'm just like,
So you know how they have movies that have main protagonists like you have
The Truman
the
Show.
no, you have the Raccoon Corporation when it comes to the zombie movie. Oh God.
Bram Stoker and all the rest of them, like Dracula people.
No. It was a video game, but they have corporate entities that basically you know who run the shit. Like all the shit come from Acme. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They never gave a specific organization or entity as to who was running the clones or you know what was the purpose of the shit, right? Like we had to surmise that it was to control the masses outside of black people because everything black people do, everybody outside think, right? So they cloned all the major players in the hood, the pimp, the gangster, the prostitute, the reverend, all the main points on the right. No, she wasn't cloned, but you know what I mean though. All the main players in the hood were the ones that were cloned, right? So I thought that was crazy, but I would have liked for them to address the actual organization who was putting all that shit together because they was doing a lot. They had secret elevators in church under church pews.
nigga, the churches, they had the bando that looked just like a little random abandoned house. Nigga, you walk in that bit, the whole facility. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's crazy that I seen this movie right after I was having this conversation with somebody. I was like talking about closing, like how they're amongst us and everything like that. And then this movie pops up into my aura, and I'm like, if y'all just want me to know something, just tell me. You don't gotta do stuff like this. Like, oh my God. Like, cause now I'm looking on all my closets like, nigga, where the secret button at?
Yeah, it's called a theater.
On the sides of everything, make sure ain't no secret little.
That'd be the only reason for a nigga to go to church, find the elevator.
Gotta find the elevator.
Find the
But if
elevator,
you're not
bro.
also like resonated with me, like I never really liked church for a reason. Like it always be like a little weird vibe, and then I'm seeing that and how everybody reacting to church stuff. I'm like,
Well, but hey,
It's called theaters of the mind. Theaters of the mind, right? They will keep you delusional as long as they can. But reality shows is when you find your way back, when you look in the mirror, take an audit of yourself every day, right? Do we have to really be in a program? Because they're doing it from all factors now. Well, y'all blew my mind. Just walking out of here and came back and got disconnected, right? It's the men, the women, men trying to be women trying to be men, and unlocking the things and making everybody who was on that track, if they gainfully employed with God or the higher spirit or the tree huggers, whatever, right? Pull the plug. You know what I'm saying? Because if we don't have nothing to change the vote or the policies, shit. Here we go.
shit is wicked, man. I'm talking about, it's so wicked.
So what I tripped off of with the that Cloned Tyrone shit, the movie itself, right? You know, it had all kind of nuances and shit.
Yes.
But what I really tripped off of was the timing, that the movie came out right after Jamie Foxx went.
Yes, I've been saying that. Oh my God, I've
you
been
mean?
saying
You're
that.
looking like a clone.
You don't look like
Jamie Foxx. That
You don't look like yourself, and that's what I was saying. I was saying that was his way because there's like a universal
Context.
law where they have to tell us what the fuck is going on, but they don't have to directly tell us. They can tell us through jokes, movies, plays, whatever the fuck they want to do, but they have to inform the public whether they take it serious or not. They got the information, right?
So you saying Jamie Foxx don't look like Jamie Foxx no more
Take a
after the
look.
movie?
You look
Take
like
a look.
Jamie Foxx.
Now it's not even about the
look like
movie.
a different
After this
version.
whole him
Yeah,
being
he look,
sick thing that was going on, it's
locked
crazy
in.
how that drops right.
Y'all
after
better stop
that.
it. Y'all
No,
better stop
in
it.
realness, after it was, he literally basically died. That's what everybody was saying. He was about to die. This nigga was on his deathbed, okay? Then he comes back, getting out of a fucking black truck, helping a lady pick up her purse on some crazy shit. How you randomly see a bitch on a trolley drop her purse and you can pick it up? You don't want to pick it up to help her. That was the first red flag. Okay, next. 2 weeks after that, you drop a video saying, "Oh yeah, blah blah, whatever bullshit you talking." Then there's a movie, they clone Tyrone. Nigga, stop playing. You're a clone.
Where's the golden gun?
No.
Where's the golden gun? Where's the golden
But
gun?
see, he didn't even know. He didn't
007.
even know he was a clone though until he.
But
seen
that's
he
what
was
I'm
a clone.
saying, and that's how homeboy woke up, nigga. He didn't know. My boy got blammed up, blicked down in the car.
Where's the golden gun?
bullet holes,
If it's a
killed
golden
this man,
gun-
woke up.
So tell me something. Is it a golden gun in the movie?
Yeah, it's two
Yeah,
golden
so-
guns in the movie.
Well, that's right there. The 007, double agent for the other side, Manchurian candidate. I don't even
That
talk
was
to
that
y'all no
Easter
more.
egg. That was that
Yeah,
Easter egg,
that's what I'm
golden gun.
saying. Then when she was just talking about, she just said, in all this little thing, didn't the movie come out? Didn't Jamie Foxx come out and speak? And he was in the movie after he did die?
He was in the movie.
Oh, come on now, y'all.
Here's the thing, though.
Piranha
And he
Pond
had the
blown
golden
up.
gun. And he had the golden gun. How about
And
that?
he was the one with
007
it.
shit. Okay, see, now y'all messing with me, dog. Look, right there, allegedly, I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? So
But allegedly,
I don't want to put those things together
They,
because
they,
you know.
put in that shit right. Everybody facing this, like a lot of people, this whole Matrix thing, they caught in it, so they're not taking it as what they're putting in. But baby, all of my eyes, they open,
Wow,
all of them.
y'all just blew my mind when I said golden gun because I was
Hey,
the Easter
so
egg.
yeah,
to
back
all
to
of
that. So what does that mean? That mean that it's a double agent type thing? They hiding something up under you?
Of course. So who only the ones that got our mystical drug cartel got 38 supers in Mexico with the Colt pistol, all golden, you know what I'm saying, with the grass grips. And what happens? They go along with the afterlife. That was their pistol. That's just the story from Mexico. But look, in Belly, you know what I'm saying? Who's the guy with the golden AK-47 that ran all the shit, that called the shots? All masterminds behind the thing. Their gift was a golden gun.
Mm-hmm.
Why you think they made 007 golden eye, golden gun? How about all the way to life, gold mouth? You want your cornbread? There you go.
Hello. they do it in different ways, but there you go.
So
There you
you
go.
basically
Like,
saying
yeah.
it's about the goal. Follow the goal, follow the conspiracy, or you find a conspiracy.
Yeah, because your blessing is once you got the people on, you retrieve streets of gold, the yellow brick road, Wizard of Oz. You know what I'm saying? That you get to the place of fantasy in your life with revenues beyond your thing, just like golden palaces in the sky. You know what I'm saying? That is the lucky charms, the gold, follow the rainbow, the gold chest across the thing. So when it's been put in movies, that's the retrieval of your revenue. It's called revenue retrieval, for you can have your spirit or sell your soul to the devil. How about that? Allegedly, because I don't know nothing.
Are you saying the ones with the golden
That's what they
guns?
say.
So they sold to the devil? Is that what you said?
That's what they say.
No, it's the richest to show that you are the one that's the leader to it. People follow somebody with a golden gun. You put a golden gun up in the air, they're gonna rob you, or they're gonna take your soul, or they're gonna follow you thinking they could get a gold gun too. So who's gonna act up?
I don't know, but I do know this. Hey, if y'all find out I'm a clone, don't free my other clones, bro. Don't get the rest of these.
We can't talk like this on this piranha pond, man. I don't want to
find
get
out
y'all.
if you. And the crazy thing is, I feel like I would be like shorty girl, like they ain't gonna get me, but everybody else around me gonna be got. So when I shop and be like, oh nigga, no, we gotta figure this out. We not doing that. Look, we not doing that. I would be just like the lady in the movie, like we
I think
figuring
I'd
this
be
out. We
fine.
get to the bottom of this. Who
I
did it?
be cloned as Tyrone.
What's
You
going
know
on?
what else I didn't like about it? I didn't like the fact that they tried to run the '80s movie aesthetic, but
But
all
I
the
loved
night
that though.
the
I
technology,
loved
like
how they ran it like that, and they used the crackheads as the keys. I love that because those
yeah,
are folks that literally live through everything and see everything, and they really be knowing. And
Yeah,
you don't listen to them because they think they crazy.
no,
yeah,
they
like the
open
old
up.
man right outside the store that he always gave
Yeah,
beer to. That
and he
motherfucker was
knew
giving
all
him
the
all the
clues and the
yeah,
keys to everything that's going on
Yeah,
because they
but
tell
yeah,
look,
you all these
all the
people that's
clues.
on Skid Row that we drove crazy, they know what's going on,
they got out
but
of the matrix.
don't listen to
Look,
them
to be
because
honest,
they crazy. So you know,
and that's the ones
Yeah,
that used to sit, look before they made laws. Before we could stand on the corner and sit on the corner, they had their milk crate. They got their lessons from under the tree. You might think they're a wino, right? But what took them? They might have won the war on the streets, but did they win the mentality war? See, that's the whole thing that people don't think about. Our side might be looked up. We think that we into get drugs and alcohol and don't talk no sense. It's the clarity of that. It's a spiritual drawing,
it
right? No
comes
matter who you
right
are,
out of you. Yeah, it comes
yeah,
right out of you.
and
Yep.
wherever you are, well, we could have stood on the corner. We'll stand on the corner and crack that 40 ounce and smoke that blunt. But we see everything. But how long can we stay there to see the world unravel from sun up to sundown? Right? Is somebody out there looking out the window? Remember Miss Gloria that used to look out the curtains? She could turn off the light, but the light in the kitchen always showed that somebody was moving the curtain. She knew everything, and everybody called her. You know what I'm saying? And I bet you she had a golden gun up in there from one of her nephews talking about hide this in the house.
So, right quick, before we close out, let me ask you a question. What do you think the point of the movie was?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I think it was to let us know that y'all is amongst clones and black folks watch it back because we trying to clone y'all because y'all is the most strong and the most elite. So we on y'all ass and yeah, stay woke. Amen. Allegedly.
There we go.
That's what I think.
I think it was not so much as a warning that they're out there, but a more of I kind of took it as like you keep doing the same shit, you end up in the same spot. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
I took it as that, like gotta change something in order to be better. You gotta change to be different. As long as you're doing the same shit every day in the same area, you're gonna keep dying and waking up in the same situation. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of took it as a
I could see that too.
get out of the fucking rut kind of thing, like you know,
Break the cycles, break those
break
curses.
this
That.
exactly.
But what was crazy to me was he was in such a cycle. Like this nigga didn't even realize he never seen his mama.
mm.
He never realized he never, you know what I'm saying? Like he's just so used to that rat race kind of mentality. Like wake up, go to store, get your drink, scratch up, do this, do that. And in our community, you see a lot of people that are like that. Wake up, do this, do that, go get your beer, go do this, sit here, play your lotto, do that, go sit at the freaking gas station nowadays for hours at a time, playing that damn lotto thing, doing whatever it is that you're doing. Go home, do that. You don't even realize that you could be talking to machines. You could be talking to clones. You could be talking to robots. Whatever the case they want to put in there, they can do that because you're in a cycle. And I feel like it's a mental thing though. You know what I mean? Like not even so much like an outside thing, but it's more of a mental thing that's also helping us stay locked into that shit too.
I used to talk to a Remy bottle every day, and it felt good. You know what I'm
But
I bet you
saying?
talk
I
back
think
real good.
I
I,
think
I,
that I think y'all both right. Um, I think that the movie was I'm trying to find the word for it. It was like it was like an example or something. I don't know what the
Yeah.
word is. But basically, what the movie was saying, it wasn't about Tyrone and uh, what was the pet nigga's name? What was Jamie Foxx's name?
slick back. I
Like,
don't know. I forgot.
It's yeah. It wasn't about them and the creature and the specific people being cloned. It was about, and if you trip, how the movie went off. Yeah, they revealed everything in their little town and shit, right? But then the same shit was going on in LA.
in LA, right?
Mm.
So what they was trying to say was that everything that's wrong with our community, as black folks, as a black community, all the shit that we say, yeah, the man this, the man that, the man is keeping us down.
It's
Well,
us.
in order for the man to keep us down, keep us in our current position, these people have to continue to exist
Mhm.
in our community. They have to continue to be the driving force.
Mhm.
Preacher,
Yeah.
the fucking liquor store, the pimp, the dope dealer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Perpetual circles.
all these people and shit right there are common in every neighborhood, every black neighborhood, and all of the people that kind of keep the neighborhood from growing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that was what it was, an allegory. That's what
Mm.
I think.
Yeah, I believe same way, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right, people. That has been a show. It's been a dope show. Special thanks to our guest Nick Nash and the Kingfish back in
Every
the building.
time. Love when you guys wind up in it's lit.
All right, thank y'all for letting us in.
For sure. Do all the like, shares, and subscribable things. Support us, man, so we continue to do this, man. And love to do it and make it happen the way we're making it happen. And also, get out the hood, man. Go do some different shit. Shit, man.
Go skydive.
Be bigger. Be
Take
better.
a good hike. Enjoy
Right.
nature. Get back connected to our natural roots in Mother Nature. We are sun people.
Do
Get
some different productive shit, man. Do different productive
Yeah,
shit.
it don't fight with the clone women out there, real women. Sorry to tell you
Yeah.
that. Don't keep that going off like
Know
that.
your
Boo.
place, okay? Touch your space and know your place.
Hilarious.
Y'all are
But
sick.
yeah, y'all, that has been the show, man. We shall see y'all next Wednesday. Peace.
Peace.
And I was like,
That's even worse. 'cause it's
grab
like
my
right
shit,
here.
put it back over me, and tucked into it like a burrito roll myself.
Yeah, that's me for sure. Like you can't go get it this
Bitch, you
time.
want to take it this time, right?
You got to pull hard.
Bet you